I am literally exporting my failed 24-hour reading vlog challenge. It's starting a new one. In that video, I said I would try this challenge if I ever had the time. I have COVID, which means I now have till Monday off of work. I didn't mean to jinx myself like this, but I did, and now I'm here. So, I got I got the COVID, and I also got this new really cute shirt. First 2 days, I literally laid in bed and watched Avatar: Last Airbender, and then once I finished that, I listened to the second book of Kyoshi. So I literally just finished that. I really can't do anything until I'm symptom free, right? All right, let's go. Also, I got my nails done. Look at the little pumpkins on them. But yeah, I am in the autumn spirit. Let's go. I was trying to cuddle you. Be sorry. Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna read this e-arc that I got. I have the first 2 of them. It's called Queen of Roses, Book of the Fae. I'm gonna read this. It's an ebook. I'm gonna put on a Spotify romantasy playlist. It's supposed to be a romantasy book, so we'll see. And I have 1 and 2, which means I can go straight into the series. And it checks off some arcs off of my NetGalley list too, so that would be great. She likes to chill out on my dresser. There she is. I am 30, can you see that? 30% through this book. I'm doing it right this time. I have my timer. I'll put my timer here about how far. I think it's 1 hour 23 minutes is how far I am so far. I think this is a pretty big book though, so like, also I'm just not super interested in it yet, so like, I'm reading it kind of slowly. I'm just not that into it. Also, I think my voice got better because I haven't talked in a while. Did it get better, or am I just thinking it got better? Okay, I finished my first book. I finished it in 4 hours, 7 minutes, purely just reading. I have the second book ready, so I'm probably just gonna start it. Anyways, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. My girl. I'm gonna do some laundry too, and then start the second book and start the timer back again. I feel like this is gonna take a long time, but it's gonna be a short video because I'm not filming any of like the aesthetic of reading in between bits because I just don't feel like it, if I'm being honest. Corn of Claws. I got these both sent to me as arcs. I just haven't read them yet, so I'm just getting through them. The first one was okay. 3 stars, I think. Like, it was entertaining. I almost fell asleep during multiple parts. I don't know if that's just because, like, I'm sick and I'm falling asleep, or it's because some parts were a little bit boring. But, like, overall, mediocre. A good fantasy. Very little romance, though I'm told more romance comes in the second book, so we'll see. If you're wondering how this is going, I feel awful today. I think I'm like 9-ish. I have a timer. I'll put it somewhere. 9 hours in, I finished the second book. The second book in that series. It was decent. I really liked it. I had a fun time reading it. Definitely wasn't a 5-star, but it was a fun time reading. I reached over to grab my Gatorade and I ended up spilling it all over my fancy Throne of Glass set. So there's that. I'm probably not gonna read for the rest of the day. She's still positive. You can't see it, but it's positive. It's still. How long are you contagious? Look how pretty. I am 12 hours, 14 minutes. Wow, my hair looks great. Into this challenge, which means I'm halfway through. I finished my 3rd book, which was a Kate Robert book that I had as an e-arc, so I thought might as well just read a bunch of e-arcs so I can get my NetGalley score up. So I've been doing that. 2 stars, I think. And I'm not the biggest fan of Kate Roberts books, but I keep reading them, so
Sally, you just stay right there. Keep working on your spelling.
I feel a lot better today. I'm going back to work tomorrow. It's been 5-6 days. And today I finally feel normal-ish and I'm getting my smell back, so that's good. I've read 4 books so far. Halfway point. The house is super cozy right now and the vibes are here, so I think I'm gonna make some tea and get into jammies. This is the first day I've worn like actual clothes in a long time too. And I'm gonna start Legends and Lattes. Alright, I took a shower and I had to make myself a cup of hot liquid because liquid. What? Who am I? Hot tea. Like coffee sounds really good to me right now, but I'm not drinking coffee at 11 at night. This book is so adorable. I can't with it right now. It's cozy vibes. It's D&D vibes. I'm not very far because I've been listening to it, but they're so cute. And I thought this girl was a tiefling. She's not a tiefling. So incredibly cute so far. Like, this is giving 5-star feels. I finished it. It's 1 in the morning. I just saw, I think I'm 16 hours. Read this book. Go read it. I need to go to sleep now, but go read this book. It's perfect cozy vibes. I'm trying to figure out what to read next. And I don't know what to read. That last book was just so good. And I don't know if anything's gonna beat it. Like, Legends and Lattes was really good. It was, but also my hair has a nice curl to it today. I have 8 hours left, and it roughly takes me around 4-ish hours if I'm not listening to it to read it like a 200-300 page book, right? I don't know what to read. Do I finally read like Addie LaRue or finally read Babel? That's gonna take me longer than 4 hours though. A Darker Shade of Magic? Do we start that trilogy? I have all 3 of them. Anatomy. I could read. I just bought those 2 books. I have the physical edition and I can get them on audiobook. I'm kind of thinking V.E. Schwab a little bit. Or I just got that really long book, the Serpent and the Wings of Night book that everybody's raving about. I don't know what to read, my dudes. I think I figured it out. Okay, hold on. I was watching a video and they were talking about a vampire book. A different vampire book, but it reminded me of something I do have that I do really want to read. I don't know where it is. This is why I love my bookshelf, but I hate my bookshelf. A Dowry of Blood. A short book. Vampires. Seductive. Oh, Kate Robert blurbed this. Is this a romance? This might be a romance. It's a Dracula retelling where the girl Constance, I want to say Constance because of the Haunted Mansion. Constanta is saved by a mysterious and charming stranger who makes her his wife. But he is a vampire, I think. Kind of gives me Phantom of the Opera vibes just from this picture. 292. So under 300 pages. If I sat down and read this, I might honestly be able to finish it before work. It's 1:35. I need to leave here 4:30 for work. I can finish this before work, can't I? I'm gonna start listening to it at least so that I can eat, do laundry, and do my makeup. And then if I have some extra time, I'm gonna sit down and physically read this. I've been wanting to read this for forever. I don't really know what it's about. I just know it's vampire-y, Dracula-y, perfect for fall time, and I've heard it's really good. So we'll see. I don't know if it's a romance or like just a retelling. I'm not sure, but let's start it. I'm at 1740. Oh no, 1704. So much different, like, than what I was expecting it was gonna be. It's told in like a diary format almost. Like she's old and she's writing about the events, what happened to her. The writing is, honestly, I'm adoring the writing in this. It's hard to explain. It's so different from everything I've ever heard about it, I feel like. Also, I never wear like gray eyeshadow and I almost didn't buy this eyeshadow because I was like, I never wear gray. But like, I'm kind of vibing with this. Like my eyeliner's really, I don't know, maybe I just haven't worn makeup in a week because I haven't felt good, but I'm trying to figure out if it's very straightforward and what she's telling you is like the actual facts. If she is a reliable narrator, I guess is what I'm trying to figure out. If like, I don't know, it seems a little, there's something sus happening, I feel like. I love the vibes already. He is our brooding, dark vampire boy, a little toxic, you know, but he is a vampire and it seems like he's a couple thousand years old or something like that. I don't know. She's talking weird when it comes to like time that is passing. I'm on page 53 and I felt like we've gone through centuries worth of time already. Like but it's done so well. Like, I was kind of nervous about how short this book was because usually I feel like short books don't allow you to connect, and like I'm just not invested in short books as much as longer books. It's a fun time so far, you know? What's up? I'm at 20 hours. Oh my god, so cool. I have 4 hours left and I was trying to contemplate whether I wanted to start a book I think I could finish in 4 hours or just start a book I wanted to read. And I've chosen to reread a book. But for a specific reason. I'm not that insane. I decided to reread Kingdom of the Wicked by Kay Masako. If you don't know, this is my favorite author, and her newest book in this series is coming out in like 12 days from today. I literally spent this morning reading the first 7 chapters, and I'm obsessed already, but it made me want to go back to this world. Reading Kingdom of the Wicked, I'm actually going to be listening to all the audiobooks because the audiobooks for this series is fantastic. So, I'm going to start listening to Kingdom of the Wicked, which I'm excited for. I have finished the 24-hour reading challenge, and like, actually finished. I didn't give up on it this time, you know? I made it to chapter 19 of Kingdom of the Wicked. I hit the 24-hour mark, and I'm really upset because, not upset, but my timer app somehow restarted itself. So I went back to start my timer for like the last hour or 2 of the challenge, and it was gone. I don't have the very satisfying like 24-hour timer to show you. That said, I finished quite a bit of books. First, I finished that 2-book series, The Queen of Roses and The Court of Claws, which honestly, I read a lot of good books during this 24-hour challenge. Like, there are some new favorites. I'm going to be continuing on with The Queen of, I don't even remember if that's called. I'm going to be continuing on with that series because I think the 3rd one comes out in October, which is, it's almost October basically. Those 2 books were interesting. They definitely aren't like my all-time new favorite books, but they were fun to read. The writing style was a little bit rough, but like sometimes it's just fun to read books for fun and not worry about the writing or the plot that much and just, you know, have fun with it. And that's what those books kind of were. I also read A Dowry of Blood, which I loved. That's a new favorite. I've been contemplating giving it 4.5 or 5 stars. I'm still trying to decide really. I want to give it 5 stars, but I don't want it to seem like I am a fan of the relationship that is shown, because it's a very toxic book. It's not really romance, and everybody pitches it as this beautiful romance book. It's not a beautiful romance book. It is a beautiful book that has romance in it, but it's not beautiful romance, if that makes sense. Like, it's a very toxic romance. There's definitely some things about it that make me go a little bit, especially because they're like sister wives. There's sister wives in that book, and they call each other sister all the time, but then they like, you know, go at it. I think it's just weird that they call each other sisters and brothers and then, you know, bang it out. And then, so I really like that book. I read Legends and Lattes. Oh my god, I read 5.5 books. Okay. I read Legends and Lattes, which was 5 stars. It's one of my new favorites. Thimble, who is this little ratkin creature who just is obsessed with baking and coffee, is my spirit animal. I adore him so much. Hi! Speaking of spirit animals, you want to come say hi? Look at her. What was I talking about? Oh, Thimble. the rat. And then of course the story was just cute and cozy, and it makes you like want cinnamon rolls and coffee and just like, I don't know, it was a very cozy time. I literally listened to like tavern music while I was reading it, and it was a fun time. I then read Twisted Secrets by Kate Robert, which Kate Robert books are typically all tend to be in the same category for me. Easy and fast to read. I like Kate Robert as like a person, like I like following her on social media, but like it was just like typical. It was a typical book. Like there's nothing in it that's like, oh my god, you know, that's what her books tend to be. And there's nothing bad with that. Some people just really like those like typical mafia romance, typical dark romance books that she writes. I read 19 chapters of Kingdom of the Wicked by Miss Carrie Maniscalco. And if you don't know, Carrie Maniscalco is my favorite author of all time. The new book is coming out in a couple Tuesdays, and I didn't realize how close we were, and I've been wanting to reread the whole Kingdom of the Wicked series, and so I decided just to start that. And I adore it so much. I love Kingdom of the Wicked. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and I adore her characters. I freaking love Wrath. Amelia's a little bit of annoying, but like Wrath, you know. Anyways, I just have missed this world, so I'm so excited to read these 3 books, and I'm hoping to read them this week, finish them, and then read for the next book, which each book, if you don't know, is based around a different, not each book. So she did the first 3 books that are in Wrath, that deal with Wrath, and then this next book is with Envy, and then she just announced that, or gave a hint, but it's basically announced that the next book is going to be Gluttony. So they're each based around one of the 7 deadly sins, like they're the princes of that sin. Can I do eyeliner and talk at the same time? This might end up bad. Just commit. Oh, that's a bad eyeliner. Oh, I've definitely done better jobs in the past, but that's what's gonna be. Okay. Anyways, I read a lot of good books. Basically, I loved all of them but Twisted Secrets. And overall, the timing of this just worked out for me. Like, it really sucks that I got COVID, but like, to just relax and read for 5 days straight. So, you know, that was kind of nice. I got the COVID a little less. Like, the first couple days, I couldn't do anything. So I was stuck on those. I only really read for like 2 of the days or 3 of the days I was sick. But this eyeliner is not working out well for me. I feel like, and it's not my fault either. It's no one's fault. I'm just saying I was really sick the first couple days. I couldn't get out of bed, couldn't even like try to physically read, kind of sick. I literally just watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I did listen to the last book of Kyoshi because I was almost done with it, but like I couldn't physically read it all, and I really wanted to physically read during the challenge, and I mostly did. Anyways, I'm gonna finish Kingdom of the Wicked now. Thank you so much for watching. I actually had a lot of fun with it, and my next video is probably going to be fall recs, witchy recs, spooky recommendations, and then a reading vlog for the new Carrie Maniscalco book, Throne of the Fallen. My eyeliners do not match, so I'm going to try to do that. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic night, day, week, world, life, year, whatever. Bye.